I was having a conversation with a friend a few days ago, and they made a couple of jokes about Batman being gay. And at the time, I thought, that's weird, Batman's not gay. And then I thought, is this something many people believe? So I did a little bit of digging. And I put some of these findings into a short compilation, if you will. Here, have a look.
007 gets all the ladies.
Batman as Robin.
And thank you for coming.
I think Batman and Robin are blank.
The most troubling question is, why do these people assume we're gay?
Oh, you're kind of butch.
So not an insignificant amount of people have thought of Batman as gay, but why? To find the answer to this, we had to look at the beginning. I mean, not the beginning, we had to go a little bit farther than this. And now we're here. It's no secret that the gay jokes about Batman come from his seemingly queer relationship between himself and Robin. And it's easy for people from my generation not to make this mistake because we have a lot of stuff like Young Justice, and Teen Titans, and the Batman to go off of. But back in the day, although Robin is always meant to be a young boy, he doesn't always look the part. And these gay readings were not helped by the adult appearance, but they were definitely fueled by a small misprint. If you look at the cover of Robin's first issue, there was a sentence that was supposed to be read as, "At last takes under his protective mantle an ally in his relentless fight against crime." Instead, because of a small spacing issue, read as, "At last takes under his protective mantle anally in his relentless fight against crime." And though true, an anal-based superhero might not be what the city needs, it is what it deserves. As many of you might know, there is a small problem that popped up between the Golden and Silver Ages of comic books. And it just so happened that this small problem was a German psychiatrist by the name of Dr. Wertham, who published a book called Seduction of the Innocent that got way more popular than it probably should have. And in this book, he had many statements like Superman was fascist and Wonder Woman was a sapphic allegory. But for Batman, he had specifically this to say. The Batman type of story that may stimulate children to homosexual fantasies of the nature of which they may be unconscious, and only someone ignorant in the fundamentals of psychiatry and the psychopathology of sex can fail to realize the subtle atmosphere of homoerotism which pervades the adventures of the mature Batman and his young friend Robin. This statement, on top of basically ruining and crippling the comic book franchise for decades, also single-handedly inspired what Reddit comments would look like. But more importantly, this made Batman comics start working overtime to make him come off as less gay, even killing off Alfred and sending Robin off to college, because oh yeah, that's definitely what made him gay, was his two male roommates. It didn't have anything to do with, them sleeping in the same bed, the romantic canoe rides, and the couple massages. How could I possibly make a video about Batman being gay without talking about Joel Schumacher and his impression he left with the Batman movies? And if we talk specifically about Batman and Robin, we have George Clooney and Chris O'Donnell, who plays our most inaccurately aged Robin, being 26 years old at the time. And hold up, 26. Batman adopted a fully grown man. How old was he in Batman Forever? Okay, born June 1970, movie came out 1995. Oh shit. As I was saying, even the actor for Batman himself, George Clooney, thought there were some gay readings towards Batman. In an interview for the movie Batman and Robin, he did have this to say. I was in a rubber suit and I had rubber nipples. I could have played Batman straight, but I made him gay. He was then asked if Batman was gay, to which he said, no. But I made him gay. Oh, yes you did, George. Oh, yes you did. And unfortunately, around this time is when, the Bronze Age comes in and we lose a lot of that, gay Batman stuff that I just love to see pop up. And while, someone could find Batman gay from everything I've said so far, it didn't feel like the correct answer for me, so I kept looking. To find out if Batman was philosophically gay, I first had to find out what was the philosophy of being gay. Did Batman belong within gay culture? So, I turned to Reddit. It was from scouring these top subreddits I was able to come up with a list of likes and dislikes that would apply to the average gay man. They seem to love organized parades but not organized religion. They hate this author but love this French opera singer. They love men, not women. Obviously, these sources weren't going to be much of a help for this, since none of these topics have anything to do remotely with Batman. Perhaps maybe I should look at a more niche subreddit. If I just change around these words, I might find a better result. Alright, now I just go in here and I'll find some evidence. Perhaps it's time to change strategies. I mean, after all, I doubt most of the people who read Batman as gay were themselves gay. Hello and welcome to tonight's segment. Does Batman reach the 10 stereotypes for being a homosexual? Step 1. Have a high-pitched, effeminate voice. Batman, what do you say on this? So I guess that's a no. Sorry about that. A series of partners referred to as roommates or good friends. Bonus points if you die within years of each other and are buried in neighboring tombs. Although Batman has had partners that have been often just called as roommates, it seems a little bit of a stretch to include this one as a point. 3. Almost exclusively be depicted as a father. That's a point. Number 4. Being big and burly. Once again, a very decisive yes he is. Number 5 is being into cross-dressing, and while at the start of this I assumed of course not, naturally after existing for about 80 years, you do have your moments. Number 6, being really into fashion and your looks. Based on the man's drip, I am forced to give him a point. He even goes a step further and ties a specific emotion to the outfit. Number 7, your occupation is something like dancer or interior decorator. CEO is neither a dancer nor interior decorator, nor can be considered in the same vein. No point. Although, I guess crime fighting is sort of a dance, if you think about it. Number 8, having a lot of intimate partners. To restate something I said earlier, after 80 years of existing, you have your moments. Number 9 is being a pretty good cook. Batman is a terrible cook, and I will die on this hill. Number 10 is being the downfall of Western civilization. I severely doubt Batman will be getting around to doing that anytime soon, but you never know. The final score left is a very inconclusive 5 out of 10. Now, it is entirely possible that people find Batman gay because, well, Bruce Wayne from the outside perspective is a very sociable upper-class member of society, but when he is alone is actually a very isolated individual who has to lie about his identity to the entire world, even actively hating on who he is truly to fool everyone else and keep up the illusion, while the only people he is ever able to truly call friends are the select individuals who share the same secret as him. But that's not a fun answer, so I kept digging until I found one. As you learned in a middle school lunch line, the word gay used to mean happy, but before it came into this definition, it meant addicted to pleasures and dissipations. As indicated from this old-ass newspaper clipping, we have new slang terms. It's no longer a brothel,
It's a gay house, and their employees are now gay women. But what is a gay man, I hear me asking? Well, it's a man who has slept with a lot of women. Take a moment to appreciate how beautifully words can change over time. But what does this have to do with Batman, I again hear me asking? Remember earlier when I said Batman had his moments? Well, those moments had names, and those names were Julia Madison, Vicky Vale, Selena Kyle, Talia al Ghul, Amina Franklin, Abel Clarkson, Becca Black Canary, Charlotte Rivers, Dawn Golden, Harley Quinn, Jaina Hudson, Jezebel Jett, Gillian Maxwell, Julia Pennyworth, Kathy Kane, Linda Page, Lois Lane, Lorna Shore, Mallory Moxon, Natalia Knight, Natalia Trusevich, Pamela Isley, Rachel Caspian, Sasha Bordeaux, Silver St. Cloud, Chandra Kinsolving, Vessa Fairchild, Wonder Woman, Zatanna Zahara, Andrea Beaumont, Robert Gordon, Chase Meriden, Rachel Dawes, and Bethany Evencroft. That is 35. The CDC says the average amount of partners a person will have in their life is 6.3. And without a doubt, this now means that Batman, definitionally speaking, is a gay man. Boom. I win. All in Yahtzee. I believe all of you know where the door is. Good day. I'll see you when I see you.